There are certain bosses who wherever it is umeandikwa, you find this person is kisirani, anapenda kusomea watu, anatusi watu, they do what they want, and they still get promoted. Anytime there's a promotion slot, that is the person who's being picked. And you wonder why. The reason is hidden in James chapter 4, verse 10. Humble yourself before the Lord, and he will lift you up. That's why you wonder, there are people whose characters, you even look at them and wonder, why was this person promoted? You know, you only see what you can see during the day. At night, they humble themselves before God. They cry before him. They repent their sins. They ask for blessings. They are just like a child before the Lord. And when you please God, it doesn't matter how many people on earth disapprove of you. Sometimes for God to raise you, it takes one person, not many. And I'll give you an example. For you to become a cabinet secretary in this country today, and when I say this country, I'm referring to Kenya, which is where I'm from. This is just the flag of the East African community. It doesn't represent any country, just a cluster of them. Now, to be a CS, you just need the approval of President William Ruto. You don't need any other person in this country to become a cabinet secretary. All that needs to happen is President Ruto demotes someone or fires someone, recommends you, it's gazetted, he signs your contract, na unaanza kazi. So that's why you can find there are people who nobody likes for whatever reason. Maybe they have bad character. They are very harsh. Ni watu wakali. People who everything must be by the line. Ni ukichelewa kazi, even 5 minutes is a big case. If you do this, is another problem. And nobody generally likes them. But they're always getting the opportunities. So when you just humble yourself before the Lord, these things come to you. Sometimes you're not even deserving based on human eyes. But before God, because you are humble, and being humble before God technically means obeying him. You don't do the things that don't please him. And when he talks, you listen. And number 2, just generally don't be proud ever before God. Because everything you have, imetoka kwake. The life you enjoy came from him, the air you breathe, the clothes on your back, the food on your table. Even if you had to go plant for you to get that food on your table, that seed you're planting, where did it come from? So if you just humble yourself, which is basically obey God, follow his laws, and be humble, don't pride yourself before him, everything will be given unto you. Even people will be angry with you. Like, this fellow is a drunkard. Why is he getting this position? Does the boss not know he's promoting a drunkard? But he's a drunkard. You don't know his relationship with God at night. He repents, weeping before God, asking for blessing, asking for another chance, and God blesses him. You know, it's the same thing we used to see in high school. There are people who you would never see reading. Jamaa asomi. They never read anything. But exam time, number 1, 2, 3. Number 1, 2, 3. What time are they reading? Follow them in their cubicle at night. Some of them are with a torch under the duvet. They are studying chemistry, biology. During the day, they play games with you in PE and all these other places, and they pass. So life is just the same. People who form a relationship with God and cultivate it, even if it's in secret, which is actually what God recommends, that when you're praying, you pray in private. I'm not saying privatize the relationship, but prayer is in private. It's written that you go close yourself in a separate room and pray to God. You don't have to pray in public for people to know you are holier than thou and all that. No. So that's the moral of the story. Humble yourself before God, and mambo yote, whether umekuwa ukitembea, unaomba watu magari hawakupei, hata lift wanakunyima, fare hata wanakunyima. Sooner or later you'll be in an SUV. Unaenda unaingia premium, unaingizwa Prado, unaenda unaingia ndege, ukienda hivyo ukiendanga. So God is the key. Hii mambo yote, hii dunia, Mungu mbele, hiyo ingine yote inakuja baada ya hapo. Now that's just the message for now. Enjoy Christmas and Happy New Year, guys. My name is David Wafula, and if you'd like more content of this nature, you can follow us on High Altitude Ministries on YouTube or TikTok and Facebook. For now, bye-bye.